Letting number 8554, Dr. Martin Luther King Pedestrian Lighting Phase 2, Arlington to Kings Highway. Project number STP 5401705. We have 4 bids. I'll read the total base bid and the 2 alternates as well. Meyer Electric Company, Inc., MEYER, Electric Company, Inc. Total base bid, $550,466.39. 550,466.39. Alternate number 1, $187,376.50. 187,376.50. Alternate number 2, $108,058.38. 108,058.38. TGB Inc. TGB Inc. Total base bid $563,266.05. 563,266.05. Alternate number 1, $194,010. 194,010.00. Alternate number 2, $100,439. 100,439.00. Gerstner Electric Inc. GERSTNER Electric Inc. Total base bid $529,670.62. 529,670.62. Alternate number 1, $172,465.10. 172,465.10. Alternate number 2, $94,453.28. 94453.28. Reinhardt Electric Inc. REINHOLD Electric Inc. Total base bid $439,595.60. 439,595.60. Alternate number 1, $166,201.95. 166,201.95. Alternate number 2, $94,003.40. 94003.40. 0. With a low bidder, please meet with Ms. Bean in the hallway. Thank you.
90 grand, brother.
Can you read the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Waterman?
Present.
Director Best is excused. Director Seedoff? Here. Director Rice Walker is excused. Director Gray?
Here.
And President Bradley.
Here. We have a quorum. We'll call a meeting to order.
Plans and specifications for letting number 8559, concrete and brick removal, replacement, and complete sidewalk installation, project number SP94. PSA number 1154, professional service engineering services for Newstead Avenue improvements, St. Louis Avenue to Natural Bridge Avenue. Recommendation that the board declares as emergency action work for EA 15006, Baton Neighborhood Monument Feature Phase 1. Recommends approval. From the President, Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that permit for Terminal Railroad Association for the right-of-way dedication plat at number 1 West Penrose, 4229 North Wharf, and 30 through 34 and 70 through 98 Ferry Street in City Block 2503, 2504, and 2506. Recommends approval subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Public Utilities, a commercial communication system license agreement renewal between the City of St. Louis and Level 3 Communications pursuant to Chapter 23.64 of the Revised Code of the City of St. Louis. Licensee is granted a limited license to use specific portions of the public right-of-way and or other public places pursuant to the terms and conditions hereof for the purposes of construction, operation, use, replacement, reconstruction, or maintenance of a communication transmission system. Recommendation that the board declares as emergency action removal of lime scale and clean upper drain line servicing, 3 softening basins, clarifiers at the Chain of Rocks water treatment plant. Recommendation that the board declares as emergency action replacement of Chain of Rocks transformer number 2 primary bushings. Recommends approval. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Walter Rodriguez to encroach with garage and retaining wall along Roswell Avenue at 7123 Eugene in City Block 3273. Union Electric Company doing business as Ameren, Missouri, 800 Pine Street to install 193 feet of a new 5-inch conduit along north side of 800 Pine Street between 8th and 9th Street. AT&T Missouri to bore cable and fiber from manhole 107 in front of 702 North Kings Highway, north on Kings Highway, then east on Enright to feed 2 existing cabinets at the side of 702 North Kings Highway. Total right-of-way footage is 415 feet. AT&T to directional bore a cable from existing AT&T manhole at the front of 5976 Elizabeth for a distance of 190 feet to the side of 2301 Hampton Avenue. This is to service customer at 2301 Hampton. Charter Communications start a pole at the rear of 6428 Lindenwood Place. Place a vault then bore east from 6428 Lindenwood Place under Lindenwood Place and place a vault in the easement between 613 and 611 Lindenwood Place. Continue south along the east side of Lindenwood Place, etc. Southwestern Bell Telephone Company doing business as AT&T Missouri. Start at existing handhold located at 4234 Beck to bore north across Beck for 36 feet and then continue boring west for an additional 659 feet. The placement will start 1 foot off of the sidewalk for 298 feet, then place 1 foot under sidewalk for 256 feet, etc. St. Louis University, SLU, to by means of directional boring and trenching, place 1 2-inch HDPE duct approximately 162 feet for a new fiber cable beginning at the northwest corner of North Tucker and Pine, travel south along Pine, then turn east along South Curb Line, etc. OLTUC LLC start at curb at 300 North Tucker, open cut and excavate 36 feet south of Olive to the north curb of 210 North Tucker. Place two 1.25-inch HDPE SDR 13 ducts through the foundation of 300 North Tucker and accessing a building entrance manhole of 210 North Tucker. From the Director of Public Utilities and Public Safety, joint recommendation that permit for Zachary J. Kraft to consolidate land at 518 through 522 North Newstead Avenue in City Block 4582 be approved subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Streets, recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Park Central Development to encroach with sign on the guardrail along the western side of Kings Highway at Forest Park for the 9th Annual Grove Fest Street Festival for just under 3 weeks prior to event on October 4, 2014. Dutchtown South Community Corporation to encroach with banner going across Virginia from 4722 Virginia to 4723 Virginia. Banner will be hung prior to event scheduled for September 20th, 2014. Ameren UE to install temporary installation of poles, overhead wires, and provide temporary electric and prep of the Compton Bridge over I-44 removal to be removed by June 1st, 2015. Recommendation that permit for Tower Grove Neighborhood Community Development to encroach with images on crosswalks be filed by reason of the fact that it is a duplicate application. Martin's Entertainment to encroach with banner on Delmore just east of Skinker between the Pageant and Regional Arts Commission. Recommendation that it be filed. Advertisement is not permitted in the public right-of-way. From the Director of Public Safety, recommendation that the following permits be approved for a special event. Punch in the Park for Lafayette Park, September 21st, 2014. Hickert Toss-Off, September 27, 2014 at 6402 through 06 Clayton Avenue. Celebrate Bosnia, October 4, 2014 at Christie Park and Christie Boulevard between Wilcox and Eichelberger. Ballpark Village Beer Festival, November 8, 2014 at Clark Street between Broadway and South 8 between Ballpark Village and the stadium. Now we have the conditional use.
Good afternoon, Mr. President, members of the board. I'm Bob Gordy. I'm zoning and plan examiner for the city of St. Louis, and I'll be representing the building commissioner. Per Board Order 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 8 applications: 4891 Fairview, 5407 Dewey, 2815A South 59th Street, 5883 Julian, 2701 South Compton, 3549 Michigan, 3149 Shenandoah, and 3740 Marine. And I request that these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Are there any questions from the board? Seeing none, I'll take a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
The motion to approve the recommendations is seconded. Can you read the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Watsman?
Aye.
Director Best is excused. Director Seedoff? Aye. Director Rice Walker is excused. Director Gray?
Aye.
And President Bradley?
Aye. Approved.
Mr. President, may I please make a motion?
You can.
On this, on our agenda here, there's under the Public Utilities and Streets section, there's an encroachment request from Mr. Rodriguez. And there's been some varying discussions and different permit applications requested And at this time, I think it'd be prudent to table this deal until we get to the bottom of it.
So I have a motion to table the encroachment at 7123 Eugene. Do I have a second? Second. Okay, motion is seconded. Can you read the roll, please?
Director Scobie is excused. Director Watchman.
Aye.
Director Best is excused. Director Seedoff. Aye. Director Rice Walker is excused. Director Gray.
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye, tabled. Motion to accept the agenda, please.
So moved.
Second.
Previous roll.
The motion and seconded. And call for the use of previous roll. Is there any objection to use of previous roll? Seeing none. Approved. Motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.